During Monday's Republican debate for a Senate seat in Ohio, J.D. Vance was called out by his opponent, Representative Tim Ryan, for lying about his praise for conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. Take a look.
This is the highest office you could get in this country except for president. And he's running around backing these extremists, the most extreme people in the country, a guy who denied Sandy Hook. He's like, he's credible.
Thank you, Congressman.
I mean, you don't have to, it's maddening.
This is a complete fabrication. I never
JD, you're
said
on
that, Tim.
tape, brother. You're on tape, man.
I never said that, Tim. Go and run the tape and find out exactly what I said.
It'll be like 30 minutes and we're all going to know you're lying.
Actually, I think it took less than 30 minutes for people to figure out that you were lying. And to, by the way, pull up the receipts. For one, well, you have this tweet. Alex Jones is a far more reputable source of information than Rachel Maddow. One of them is censored by the regime, the other promoted by it. Regime is YouTube the regime? I think YouTube's a private corporation. What the hell is JD Vance talking about? These companies are not controlled by the government. These are private corporations, and they decided, yeah, Alex Jones, the advertisers are really mad at me for promoting, his content, which, by the way, before he was banned off, YouTube, Alex Jones had a massive show, had a massive following, and brought in a lot of ad revenue. And then, well, advertisers started to notice the things that Alex Jones was saying, and we're like, oh God, we no, abort, pull it back. We don't want to be associated with Alex Jones. We don't want to be associated with insane people, because it turns out that that's bad for our business model. So you have to understand something about advertisers on YouTube. They're very conservative, not politically conservative. They're just very brand safe. So what we're talking about here is private corporations pressuring another private corporation to pull certain, or at least pull ads off certain channels that put out what they consider to be, and what I would agree is very questionable conspiratorial content. That's what that whole thing was about. This is corporations saying, we don't want the bad PR related to having our ads being played on Alex Jones' program. And then, of course, when there was, more the Sandy Hook stuff, that's when Alex Jones was finally booted from the platform, when he became a headache for these giant companies. So let's be fair, that's what actually happened. That said, J.D. Vance, going back to the tweet, says that the guy who rants about aliens...
It is an alien force, not of this world. It's the devil, okay?
Okay, and Satan and the goblins, and talking about, people like how he's going to eat his neighbor.
I will eat your ass.
All right, and that person is somehow more credible than someone who, in my opinion, spent a little too much time talking about Russia, but has otherwise done some decent reporting. For example, years ago, there was a GOP power grab in Michigan. Not a lot of people were talking about it at the time, and she covered it. And again, she's more establishment, but she's not insane either. This is the low bar we have today. But, all right, that said, he said that there was a tape, right? Go ahead and play the tape. Go ahead and play the tape.
Talk about, how I got in hot water with saying that Alex Jones was a more credible source of information than Rachel Maddow. But like, one of the things that I saw in the reaction to that tweet was people are terrified of unconventional people, of people who don't think the thoughts that they're supposed to think. And that, to me, is like the opposite of what you would want in an elite. You would want an elite that's willing to think outside the box, that's willing to say, well, maybe this is like a crazy idea, but maybe it's true.
Oh, maybe it's true. Look, he's just an out-of-the-box thinker, okay? Guy thinks that the government is manufacturing weather machines and using it to control hurricanes and aim them at your house. What? Are we talking about the same government here? You know, the super inefficient bureaucracy that can't seem to get anything right. If you ask any conservative, by the way, also if you ask a lot of progressives, they also can't seem to get things right. But that's maybe because of corruption. But somehow that same government is controlling the weather. Sure. Okay. Great. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, maybe crazy. Maybe it sounds like a crazy idea. You know, the little green little goblins out there that are vampires, right? Little potbelly vampire goblins that are eating your children's faces. I know it sounds crazy, but maybe it's true. Maybe the frogs. Oh my God. Maybe the frogs are gay.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Whoa. I mean, come on, dude. Really? Really? Okay, JD Vance, what weirdo conspiracy that Alex Jones has put forward do you think is true? Gay frogs, Pizzagate? Is it the Lady Gaga being a pawn of literal pawn of Satan? I mean, come on.
It's the devil, okay?
No, look. Here's the thing. JD Vance is not an idiot. As much as he likes to say idiotic things. And by the way, a lot of Republican congressmen are not idiots. No, they know that people like Jones are crazy. Or at least are saying insane things to grift. So, look, the thing is that they are trying to get that audience. They lie in order to get the audience. Oh, yeah, no, I believe in a crazy thing too. If you vote for me, that is. That's why we see, you know, JD Vance was kissing Donald Trump's ass during the primary. And, you know, going and agreeing with all, you know, these conspiracy theories and stuff, saying those things about Alex Jones. But then when the general comes and he's going out, you know, against Tim Ryan, what does he do? He runs to the so-called center, right? Now, that center, unfortunately, has become objective reality. And he can't even meet that bar. So, look, he's in general election mode. And when you're in general election mode, you're like, oh, no, Alex Jones. Oh, no, I never said that about him. No, never said it at all. No, what are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about. You can't even meet the baseline of living in objective reality. And that's just a super low bar. And again, we know JD Vance is smarter than that. But I guess, you know, when you're a goddamn liar, you can't say things that are smart. But maybe it is kind of smart to know his audience. Because he does know who he's talking about, who he's talking to. And he knows that they eat up these conspiracy theories. And that, you know, he was able to ride this wave by pandering to them. And maybe he hopes enough of those people are going to turn out to help him, you know, get into the Senate. We don't know. We don't know. I guess we're going to have to see how it all turns out.